Hey, what's up everybody? Flashback Toys and Collectibles here. And today I'll be opening up a WWE Superstars Ultimate Warrior figure. So here's a look at the front packaging here. So these are made by Mattel. Includes entrance duster. So he's got a very colorful outfit on. Look at the back here. So this is from Series 2, Ultimate Warrior. The power of the warrior. The air I breathe smells of combat. Load up the spaceship with rocket fuel. Huh, I don't know if he said that one time or what, but I don't remember him saying that. But he did say a bunch of wacky things. Here's some other figures available from Series 2. We got Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and Shawn Michaels. Let's go and open this guy up. Well, that was pretty easy. So we have the Ultimate Warrior nameplate there. And then I think he's secured to the packaging here with some bands, so I'll have to cut those bands loose. So they had him tied down pretty good here, both the arms and both the legs. Now he should pull out of here. And looks like I got a couple extra hands right here. So there's some alternate hands here you can swap out if you want to. So we got a couple that are making the fist here. Then we have some open hands. And personally, I think I like the hands that are on here the most, so I'll probably just leave these on. So let's take a closer look at the warrior here. So he's got this sleeveless looking trench coat on here, which looks okay, but I personally think he looks better without it. So I'll probably take this off, but let's take a look at him first here. He's got a couple of different armbands on here. He's got a yellow and black on both sides, and he's got some wristbands, purple and yellow, and some boots, yellow with red on the top here, some knee pads with the warrior symbol, and some trunks with the warrior symbol as well. And on the back, whoa, we got all kinds of artwork here on the back of this. Warrior, then a big ass picture of warrior right here. Let's go ahead and take this off here. See if I can get it off here without ripping it. Maybe I'll just take an arm off so it's easier. There we go. So here's the warrior without the coat, which I think looks better. So I really like all the colors in this figure. They really pop. Let's check out the articulation. So the head can swivel back and forth and up and down a little bit. It's on a little bit of a ball joint there. The arms can go up and down, pivot around, and the elbow can pivot back and forth. And I just popped off the hand, so apparently that pops off pretty easy. So the hand can move back and forth and pivot up and down. The waist can turn, and then the legs can pivot around. The knees can go up and down, and then the boot can turn back and forth. And there's also some movement right at the ankle there too. Now let's compare this guy with a retro Ultimate Warrior figure from the 90s made by Hasbro. So this guy stands at about 4.5 inches tall, and this guy is about 5.5 inches tall, so there's a pretty big size difference there. So I really like the looks of this retro figure. They really captured the emotion of him and how intense he was. With this new figure, you don't quite see that same intensity, but he still looks pretty cool. As far as the outfit goes, I think I like this outfit a little bit more than this one. As far as the paint goes for his face, I think they did a really good job with the design. But as far as the shape of his face, I don't know if it really looks a whole lot like what the Ultimate Warrior actually looked like, but maybe I just don't remember very good. This guy, even though he's cartoonish, I think the face represents him pretty good. As far as the accessories on this guy, it looks like the armbands can be removed if you wanted to, and the knee pads can as well. And the boots, I don't think you can take this red part off. I think that's all part of the boot. If you wanted to, you could probably swap boots with a different figure, such as Macho Man here. You could probably pop the boots off this guy and put him on Ultimate Warrior if you wanted to, but that is not necessary. Let's see how this guy looks next to some other figures. Here is Macho Man and Hulk Hogan. So seeing all three of these guys next to each other really brings back a lot of memories from the late 80s and early 90s with all the epic battles these guys had against each other. Alright, let's see what this guy looks like next to a couple of the Hasbro figures. So we already seen the Ultimate Warrior, but here is Hulk Hogan. So these early 90s Hasbro figures are pretty small in comparison to this guy here. But if we compare him to one of the LJN figures from the 1980s, this guy looks small in comparison. So here's my final thoughts with this Ultimate Warrior figure. I like pretty much everything about this figure. It's got some cool colors on it. The muscles look great. The outfit's cool. The only thing I don't like a whole lot maybe is the head sculpt. Something about the head doesn't look quite right. But the face paint's cool though. But I do happen to have an extra Ultimate Warrior head that I think has a little bit better head sculpt on it. So let's go ahead and try this out and see if this looks any better. So that head pops right off with ease. I'll pop this one on. So I definitely think this head sculpt looks a little better. He looks angry when he's showing the teeth like that. The only thing now though is the face paint doesn't really match the outfit. So what do you guys think? The original head or this one? Leave me a comment, let me know. And as far as the half jacket goes, I'm kind of torn if I want to display him with this or without it. Right now I'm kind of leaning without it. I think it looks maybe a little bit better without wearing this. Okay, it's now time for me to go. If you liked this video, if you could, hit that like button and please subscribe. And have yourself a great day, and I'll see you next time.